Hi everyone, Tori here with another scrapbooking process video called Roar. And today I am scrapbooking photos from my trip to see the Lion King musical at, at the theater with my mom. And I'm going to be using these two 3x4 photos of the program and the outside banner and a photo of myself. And I'm using my favorite paper from the Studio Calico Cirque kit. It's called Dior. And it's like a gold sparkle paper. It doesn't actually have any gold on it. It's just a print that looks like sparkles. So it's not going to flake off or anything. And I mean, I don't mind sparkles flaking everywhere, but I know some people do. So I just wanted to mention that. And I'm also going to be using this black cardstock. It's Basil Black cardstock. And this layout was really inspired by a picture that I had seen on Pinterest. Someone had used like gold tape to decorate the front of their binder, and I just loved the way it looked. And I thought that would be so cool if I could do something similar on a scrapbook page. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be cutting up that gold paper into different shapes and different sizes and layering them on top of the black cardstock to create a similar design to that photo that I had pinned on Pinterest. And that is one of my favorite things to do when I need some inspiration, or if I'm just bored. I just pin things that I see on Pinterest to a board called Inspiration, and they're usually patterns or prints or designs that I find really inspiring. And then I just go grab my scrapbook papers and see what I can make that follows that photo as inspiration. And I'm so glad I pinned this photo because I love the way that this layout looks in the end. So just to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing, I didn't really have any rhyme or reason. I was just sort of cutting the paper. I wanted to use some triangles, some rectangles, some squares, and I'm just making it fit. If I need to cut it off, I do, or trim it with my scissors to make it match the line beside it. I do that, and I'm just layering up all those pieces, leaving a thin line in between the pieces because I really like the way that that black shows through. When I first started this layout, I thought I would cover the entire background with that gold paper pattern that I had been doing at the beginning. But about this point here, I realized that I sort of liked it with some of the black still on the page. So I'm going to trim my photos and I'm going to get my photos all ready, but I'm going to basically leave that background the way it is. I might add a couple more pieces, but I'm going to just be doing it along the left-hand side and the bottom, and then the other part of the layout will have that black and it'll have my photos and journaling and embellishments. So just to tell you a little bit about the photo and this layout, my mom and I have our birthdays pretty close together. Hers is April 27th and mine is May 9th. So they're pretty close, a couple weeks apart. And so in 2013, we decided to do something fun together for our birthdays. We decided to go to see a musical together, and we decided to go see The Lion King. So on about May 3rd, I believe, we headed down to the Princess of Wales Theatre, that's in Toronto, to go and see The Lion King together. And it was just the two of us, and we went and we sat and we watched it, and it was incredible. Like, I love musicals, so I have been to a number of them. You actually probably saw me do a layout about Les Mis already. But The Lion King is by far my favorite one that I've ever seen. It was so awesome. The costumes, the music, the set design, the acting, everything was so incredible. I've never been to a musical like that before. That was just so, oh, I can't even put it into words. So I really wanted to scrapbook it. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of photos because you can't take photos during the musical. So I just have a photo that I had taken of myself, a selfie, before we got into the theater, and then a photo of the program, and then the marquee sign. But I am a big believer that even if you don't have a photo, the story that you want to share is just as good without a photo. Yes, a photo is better because you can scrapbook it, but the story is what's important to me too. And I wanted to write it down and remember that special time that my mom and I had together. So what I'm doing now is just adhering all of those pieces down along that side there. And I'm just using some tape runner to do that and just adhere them all down. And this is actually a really fun graphic text design that you could do with any pattern paper, really. I mean, I've used gold and black, but you could do mixed patterns, like mix up the different patterns that you're using instead of gold. Ooh, that sounds actually really exciting to me. I want to do that now. But you could use any kind of pattern paper, and it just creates a really fun design on the background. So I decided that I didn't like the photo just laying plain on the background, so I wanted to add some layering. So I layer it on that pink paper that came in, I think, the add-on this month. And I'm also going to layer it on some vellum. And I'm going to use almost a whole entire sheet of vellum for this page. But I like, I love vellum. And I just got a brand new pack with my Cirque kit. So I wanted to use it, and I'm going to just layer the photos and all of that on there. Now, right now you see 3 photos, but the end layout will actually only use 2. I couldn't make all 3 work. I'm totally okay with that. My philosophy is just go with your gut and don't force it if it doesn't feel right. So, yeah. So I had sped that up a lot, but I'm going to slow it back down now because I'm going to embellish it. But I had sped it up a lot because I actually spent a really long time trying to figure out where to put those photos, and I didn't think you needed to watch that. So instead of cutting it out, I just sped it up. And now I'm just going to add some embellishments, and I'm using some of these chipboard pieces from the On Trend My Mind's Eye 12 by 12 chipboard sheet, and that came in one of the add-ons that I had purchased this month. I told you that I was going to use a lot of that vellum. Even though it already had 2 pieces of vellum and a cardstock, I decided, oh, might as well just add another one. So I go and add more vellum to that photo, and then I adhere the photo down, and I'm going to adhere the smaller program photo on some pop dots in just a moment, and I decide to add my title. I thought about adding the title Lion King, but I thought it was going to be too big for that space up there, so I decided to just go with Roar, which I thought was cute too. And I think you can tell it's Lion King from the program and also my journaling, so I didn't think it was necessary for me to have a literal title. Those letter stickers are the Dear Lizzie Serendipity line letter stickers, and I think they're called Soar. I got them in an add-on, but if you can't purchase the add-on or you don't want to purchase the add-on, you can just purchase those incredible stickers. I actually got them in the kit, and I love them so much that I went out and bought another package, and I've used them on so many layouts this month. So at this point, I'm going to add some of those chipboard pieces. The one I'm adding under the photo says, do more of what makes you happy. I have a handful, well, 4 of these gold diamonds, and I'm going to place a couple around the title, one near the program photo, and then one at the bottom corner, which you can't see right now, sorry, but you will be able to see it in a little bit. I realize and move my layout up. I wanted to keep with that gold theme, that's why I was using these gold chipboard pieces. And I'll also be adding other embellishments as well, with gold, but also like pinkish colors, because there's pink in the pattern paper that I have layered underneath the photo, as well as pink in some of those chipboard pieces that I've used. At this point, I'm going to try to add some more embellishments from the kit mostly. I don't think I grab anything from my stash. I'm going to use a ton of these on-trend enamel stickers because they are just incredibly beautiful and the perfect colors. So I'm going to be using the gold ones and the pink and peach ones, and I don't think I use any of the blue ones. But I love these colors. They're just so pretty, and these enamel dots are just incredible. I add 3 sort of embellishment clusters or enamel dot clusters. One to the right of the photo, one to the bottom left-hand corner of the photo, and then one to the bottom right-hand corner of the page. And I use 3 because I think it helps your eye move around the page. I also felt like it just fit well in those 3 sections. So in each of those sections, I'll add some enamel dots, some chipboard pieces, some of these other chipboard hearts that came in the kits this month. I used some from the Project Life kit and some from the Scrapbooking kit. And I'm also going to be using these Ashley G Gold rub-ons from Studio Calico. I got these at last call and they were on sale, and oh my gosh, I wish I got like 10 packages of these because they are so beautiful, and I could have used this whole entire rub-on sheet on this layout, but I restrained myself because I wanted to use some on another layout in the future. But they go on like butter. I'm telling you, like butter. They're so good. And I just sort of splattered them all over, and it honest to goodness looks like you added splatters to your page, but you just used rub-ons. And it's perfect because if I tried to do splatters on a black paper, it probably wouldn't show up that well, but the gold is like looking so cool on there, and it adds the perfect touch of splatter and also combining the page together. Now, if you're wondering, I didn't have a popsicle stick to rub those on with, so I just grabbed the dull side of a paintbrush and used that to rub it down, and it worked perfectly. So if you're ever missing the popsicle stick or a rub-on tool, just grab something with a smooth edge on it, like a paintbrush, and you can definitely use that. I'm just going to be adding my journaling now, and I'm adding my journaling to that black sort of empty space between the photo and the bottom of the page, and it works perfectly for the amount of journaling I have, and that white gel pen goes on so smoothly, and it looks so great on there as well. I'll link it up below if you're interested. Just as I'm finishing up the page here and showing you the layout, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I am so appreciative of all the people who've been subscribing, commenting, and liking. Your comments mean the world to me, and honestly, I spend my whole entire day just feeling incredibly blessed by you and your lovely comments. So thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing my videos. It means the world to me. Have a great day, and thank you everyone for joining me. Actually, have a lovely day and a great day and a wonderful day. You rock. Bye!